tonight we have the incredible privilege to begin the Yom Tov of Chanukah, a Yom Tov which celebrates the rededication of our temple. We know that more than 2,000 years ago, the Chashmonaim walked into the Beis HaMikdash, seeing it contaminated and defiled. And in the midst of all the rubble, physical rubble and spiritual rubble, they found one little jug of oil, one untainted jug, and with it, they kindled, they relit the menorah. But when they relit the menorah, they were not just simply performing one isolated mitzvah. They were lighting a spark, the spark of Jewish community, the spark of the second Beis HaMikdash, the spark of Jewish society, but most of all, the spark of the Jewish soul. That spark which can never be eliminated, that spark which can never be extinguished, and that spark which burns within each of us to this very day. Chanukah offers us the opportunity to rededicate our personalistic temple as well. Chanukah offers us the opportunity to fan our spark into a beautiful flame. And so we are launching a campaign titled 8 Ways for 8 Days. And over the course of the days of Chanukah, we'll be sending out a daily email message with a short video and an idea. A simple thing that you could do on each of the days of Chanukah. You could do it by yourself, you could do it with your family, you could do it with friends. A simple act, a simple gesture. Sometimes it'll be a chesed, sometimes it'll be something to learn, something to daven, something to do. But 8 ways on 8 days. 8 ways for 8 days. 8 simple ways to fan your spark, to bring a little bit more light into this world, to infuse a bit more holiness in a world that really needs our holiness. And so for day 1, the first of the 8 ways for 8 days, is I invite you to partner with us in writing letters to our beautiful and holy soldiers of the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces. We are privileged to live in a time where, Baruch Hashem, we have the state of Israel, a modern day miracle. And those of us, Baruch Hashem, who have been privileged to visit Eretz Yisrael, those of us who are privileged to have spent time living in Eretz Yisrael, learning in Eretz Yisrael, recognize the incredible miracle that we have. That for thousands of years, the Jew just simply davened, let me go back to Zion. Rebuild Yerushalayim. And how privileged we are to have our modern day state of Israel. And how much it has hurt during this pandemic to be locked out of our beautiful homeland. But that homeland comes with a price. That homeland comes with an awesome responsibility. And the brave soldiers of the IDF, the precious men and women who don that holy green uniform, are there to protect Medinat Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael. They protect not just our brothers and sisters who reside in the state of Israel, in the land of Israel, but they protect all of Am Yisrael. Because although many of us, our physicality, our bodies reside in the diaspora, the soul only has one home. The soul only has one address, and that's Eretz Yisrael. So those brave men and women of the Israel Defense Forces, who literally put their lives on the line to provide for the safety and security of our ancestral homeland, are not just doing it for the Jews over there. They're doing it for you and I as well. So take the time today to write a letter of Hakaras Hatov, a letter of gratitude, wishing a Chanukah Sameach, a Freilichen Chanukah, a happy Chanukah, however you want to phrase it. But just a couple of lines that says thank you. You don't know me. You'll never probably meet me in the course of your life. Maybe we come from dramatically different backgrounds and lead dramatically different lifestyles, but thank you. Thank you for being willing to risk everything to protect me, to protect my family, to protect my nation, to protect my land. All of the information about how to submit the letters will be contained in the email that you are looking at right now. Participate in this mitzvah. This is the first of the 8 ways for 8 days to fan our spark and fuse a little bit more light into this world and rededicate our personalistic temple. Wishing everyone a Chanukah Sameach, a Freilichen Chanukah, and looking forward to Meretz Hashem to 8 days of beautiful light and beautiful growth.